Well, obviously we're boomtown USA, and I think because more families are moving in to service, the oil industry as well, and so projection is a continued increase. Perfect example is we had a 35% increase in student population for our district just over the course of the summer, which is unheard of. Well, we're at 668 in the district right now, which is, to give you an idea, when I got here in 2014, we were somewhere around 225 or so. And frankly, if we don't do something soon, we're gonna be out of space. We're out of space now. We're gonna be seriously out of space.
Because what's 5 in polygons? What's that called?
So really, we're looking for an $89 million project to replace schools that are currently really modular schools and to address the ongoing population increase in the area. The $89 million project will include 2 600-student elementary schools, one on the east side of town, one on the west side of town, and then a 600-student high school in order to start servicing our high school students, which have traditionally gone to District 1. The total project overall is going to cost the taxpayer about $207, $208 per $100,000 of residence.
Johnny the Weatherman.
My building is separate, so I have to have children come from their classrooms to my classroom by outside. And during the winter time, it is slick, it is cold. If we have rain in the spring, they have to come through the rain, whatever weather, they come through it to get to my classroom. The buildings are not connected, and so that creates quite a challenge.
It is really bad when it's negative 60 outside and you've got to bundle them up just to go from one building to another building. And then you got to bundle them up again to go from another building. You got to go from your classroom to the lunchroom, and then from the lunchroom to the room that you're going to have their recess in. You have to bundle them up from room to room, and then of course you've got all their coats spread everywhere.
The modulars that we have at Garden Valley, they're cold, they're worn down. They're smaller classrooms. The desks are all in the middle, and there's literally a walking path.
We're pretty well bursting at the seams at Garden Valley. Our enrollment growth over the time that I've been here is roughly 22%, and last summer we grew 35%.
We have doubled our enrollment in the last 5 years. Our student population has just gone through the roof.
Basically, we're unhoused in portable units to 60–70% of our student population. We're in portables for our gym classes, the same place where we eat.
And we're trying to run 300 students through a cafeteria that was intended for less than 100 students. So what we've had to do is we've had to add a modular on. And so not only do we utilize the current cafeteria, but we utilize the additional modular that acts as half cafeteria and half PE. So oftentimes we'll have PE and lunch going on at the same time, divided by a divider in the middle.
The kitchen is so small, the serving area is small, and when you're trying to get that many students through in a short amount of time, it's very challenging.
One of my concerns, having so many portables around Building 7, which is the only permanent building, we have 4 other portables involved there. Should we have an emergency situation, and if we have a tornado come through with students in a portable facilities, you always worry about that. Should such a disaster occur, we're pretty well exposed in those portables. Fire the same way.
Because of the nature of the parking lot at Garden Valley and the mud pit that it ultimately becomes in the springtime, parents oftentimes have to come in early, significantly early, in order to get in there and in order to get their students in and out of there efficiently. The reason we do that is because the students have to cross a bus lane to do that, and so that's clearly not a safe issue. With the conditions as they are, we've made a concerted effort in order to make them as safe as humanly possible, but nevertheless, the situation still is not ideal.
I actually had a child that said to me, I feel like I'm going to this is the first time I've been in a poor school. And I'm thinking, why is she saying that? That's interesting. Does she just not have pride in where she goes to school? And we want kids to feel pride in where they go to school, and we all want to be proud of where we are and where we work, and it just facilitates a more positive climate.
When a new family comes to my school, I always want to give them a tour. I want to show them what we have. And when I was at Stony Creek, you could see the looks on these families' faces, like, this is a school? They couldn't believe it, and we'd have to try to show them, yeah, we're not say it, but show them that we're making the best effort, that this is indeed a school, and we have pride in it, and we want you to thrive here. And now we have Missouri Ridge School, which I consider our flagship school. It is a beautiful, state-of-the-art school built in a way that was financially responsible.
We had some money and have been saving money into our building fund to the extent that we could. Basically, what that equates to is we're utilizing our building fund to build that school. Building fund generally is intended for maintenance on your current facilities, really leveraging ourselves to the absolute limit. Going forward, I mean, at this point, we have no other option but to go out for a bond referendum, because there just simply isn't any money available for us to do anything more than what we've done.
So we see what we can do when we decide that we want to invest in the future.
If the bond was to pass, I mean, I see a great future for our kids and our kids' kids.
This generation is phenomenal, and they can be phenomenal, and if we give them the correct resources, they can grow.
But this is a long-term thing that is very beneficial to the students, to the community, and even for generations.
We figure that this will give us at least 10 years going forward, even with the current population increase.
The bottom line is, if we don't, then we don't have anything. Then we have nothing, because we have nothing to move forward into.
It's just bringing our district up to the 21st century and giving them the best education that they deserve.
This is our children we're talking about. We're talking about our children as our future. If we can't give them the things they need now and how they're going to grow and blossom, we're actually holding them back.
The greatest thing that you can do is you can invest in a child. I mean, that is our these children are our future. So investing time, investing money, investing new buildings into these students is the greatest thing that you can do.